Okay, Callum, tomorrow marks the start of another adventure into the FA Youth Cup for Chester FC. How excited are you to get going?
Yeah, excited. Excited for the players, some of whom haven't played in this competition before, others who know what it's about. It's a massive competition, it's the biggest one we can play in. From our point of view, I feel like we've got a bit of experience now. I feel like you've seen what we're about, so the excitement probably turns into just a hunger to do well. I think a desire to make sure that you do progress, and every tie you get, make the most of it, and ultimately make sure that you get through to the next round as well. So excited for this group of players to have a little platform to show what they're about, but more focused on the task in hand and making sure we progress in the cup, to be honest.
A few years ago we had a much younger Calum McIntyre in front of the camera ahead of a trip to AFC Blackpool in the same competition. It's been quite a journey since then, and of course the FA Youth Cup, there's some great memories in there for Chester and for yourself.
Yeah, that was a number of years ago now. I think I was 19, the first tie in the competition. In the politest possible way, that stuff doesn't interest me this week. People will make a lot about that year we take Chesterfield to penalties. 2 years later, we're edged out in extra time by Oldham Athletic. Last year, you know what we did to Fleetwood Town and Bolton Wanderers. But this week, that's probably not important to me. It's the second qualifying round of the competition. When you look at this cup, you've got to be really, really real and see that it's a massive opportunity for players to go up against some real high-class opposition. If you progress to the competition proper, the prospect of a league club or potentially a Premier League club further down the line. So let's not create something that it's not. It is the second qualifying round. It's the first game of this competition for us, and it's down to us to make sure that we get through this tie into the next one. But it's going to be a difficult game, the way I think every FA Youth Cup game is, particularly one against a side like Fylde. So it's nice to remember some great nights in this competition, but I know I speak for me, my staff and my players when we're just ready to go on Thursday and hopefully get another tie this year as well by winning the game on Thursday.
Tomorrow, of course, marks the start of that cup competition, but the league season is well underway. How do you assess the start of the season for the Young Blues?
Brilliant, delighted, fantastic. Everything that we could want so far in the league. So we've played 4 and won 4 is brilliant. I don't think we've had a stronger start as we have this year for a number of years previous. But it's a cup competition, it's a one-off knockout game. We can't be anything other than at our best. But actually I know I'm a group of players, and because I get to work with them on the training ground all week, because I see them in the league fixtures, there's an unbelievable level of belief from me in this group. They're as strong as any group we've had before. There is a team spirit and attitude and a desire to apply that when match day comes, that I believe in them, I really do, and I back them to do something special in this competition this year. That starts with going and beating AFC Fylde on Thursday night. So it's nice to talk about the league and how well we've done. This is big for us, but it isn't the competition proper yet. If we want to earn that right to get there, that has to be earned, and the only way you earn that right is to go and win games in the qualifier, go and win a game whoever you're drawn against. So yes, we can't wait to get going. Yes, delighted with the start in the league, but let's assess that it's 90 minutes against strong opposition. But I really do believe in my players to go and be at their best and get us into the next round.
As you mentioned, the tie itself is away at AFC Fylde. It's an away game for the Blues. Does the home team in Fylde perhaps have an advantage going into this encounter?
I think it's nice to be drawn at home, particularly here. I mean, the crowds we get here, the way the Chester supporters get behind us in the Youth Cup, I don't think there's many clubs like that. I think I say that every year, but I think it's what makes us really unique and really special. Massive shame to not play at Mill Farm. I mean, what a facility that is. What a stadium, what an opportunity to maybe get on the pitch there. And I probably feel for their players more than ours, because it's a chance for them to get on the first team ground and almost make it their occasion, and they obviously won't have that opportunity. It poses some challenges to go to Calum Park. Will it feel like an FA Youth Cup night? What will the crowd be like? So is there a bit of pressure to make sure that both sides create their own little atmosphere, their own little occasion? I don't worry about us in that respect. I know the attitude towards the game and the way in which we're prepared. Their resources are unbelievable. What they can offer and the way they go and go about the business and do things. It's different to ours, but I know how strong our group is. You've seen the start to the season. I've had the privilege of being around them this week and every week from the 1st of July. I know how strong they are, I know how strong the group is, and we'll make sure we've prepared properly and we go and put on a performance that gets us into the next round. There's no fear about any Chester youth side. You've seen that year in, year out, whoever we go up against. We know exactly what we're about, who we are, what we represent, and we'll make sure we show that on Thursday night.